Dissolve. Leaky gut is basically holes in the intestines. When intestines work properly, they are a sealed pipe that doesn't leak. Intestinal cells control what is absorbed into the bloodstream and what is ushered out of the body. Poor diet and antibiotics allow holes to form within the intestines. Intestinal structure collapses. Partially digested food, toxins, and bugs leak directly into the bloodstream, hence the name leaky gut syndrome. Intestines start to become a daily issue. Poor digestion, bloating, gas, hemorrhoids. Lyme disease is generally treated with a boatload of antibiotics. The feeling in intestines when on long-term antibiotics is leaky gut forming. Leaky gut must be repaired before you can perform the processes of dissolving and binding neurotoxins to begin healing. When Lyme disease bacteria die, the dead bacteria carcass become Lyme neurotoxins. The dead bacteria are neurotoxic to the body, stay within the body until they are manually ushered out. They're heavy and sticky neurotoxin biofilms and therefore are very hard to remove. Attempting to remove dead Lyme bacteria neurotoxins can be very trying. For me, the pain was excruciating and was destroying my nervous system. I visited multiple neurologists and they couldn't help me. It took me years to understand that I needed to break up or dissolve the dead bacteria. The idea of dissolving dead bacteria means that a catalyst must be used to change the molecular structure of deceased bacteria that has become a sludgy neurotoxin biofilm. Neurotoxins must be dissolved. Free-floating neurotoxins bombard the nervous system, sticking to hormone receptors, nerves, muscles, and fascia. They break down healthy cells, causing bunching that restricts blood flow and impedes physical movement. Neurotoxins exist as remnants of dead Lyme bacteria carcass. The toxins need to be dissolved like a greasy pan requires dish soap. To cleanse neurotoxins, they need to be chemically broken down like the grease on the skillet used to cook hamburgers. To clean a greasy hamburger pan, add a little dish soap. A chemical reaction occurs. In the grease that was just smearing around, it actually bonds to dish soap. Add some water, and voila, the pan is clean. I had many changes after killing the Lyme bacteria. I used a bunch of different regimen combinations to kill bacteria, and my symptoms changed. Many disappeared, but my leg pain actually increased. A fibromyalgia feeling throughout my body. An actual fibromyalgia diagnosis. Deep bone pain, and I was much more sensitive to the cold. My nervous system was covered in a biofilm toxins like grease stuck to a pan. The cold was terribly painful, and nerves throughout my body were all hypersensitive. I couldn't even be touched without my nervous system being overwhelmed. Neurotoxins are like heavy slime in the blood. Dissolving Lyme neurotoxins requires doctor supervision. Too quickly, it can wreak havoc on the nervous system and the liver. You may not have enough energy to recover, and pre-existing conditions make healing harder. This doesn't mean that you'll be sick forever. You just need a plan before beginning to dissolve neurotoxins. You'll have to heal by increasing absorption and activating yourself prior to participating in regimens that dissolve your biofilm neurotoxins. The most effective regimen for me was a specific neurotox dissolving tincture called Neuro Antitox 2, and this is made by Jernigan's Nutraceuticals. I also use glutathione and vitamin C. Both help significantly to lower the neurotoxic burden. What works to dissolve Lyme neurotoxins? All supplements used to dissolve neurotoxins should be taken under a doctor's supervision. For me, the supplement that worked the best was created by Dr. Sarah Jernigan, and that supplement was Neuro Antitox 2, which was tremendously successful. It crushed my nervous system. Tons of toxins overwhelming the body all at once. Again, use only under a doctor's supervision. And examples of other dissolving agents would be grapeseed extract, monolaurin, complex enzymes like Vitalzyme, glutathione, and also Cistis tea.